Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be showing you how you can mute unmute live video camera recording in Flutter Android application using CameraX. Now I want to make it one thing clear at the start of this tutorial. Like at the time of me recording this video, this particular functionality is not available in any third-party library yet. So we will be writing native code for this. So yeah, let's get started. Now first let me show you guys the output. So I'll just mirror my device, give me a second. So hopefully you can see my device. It is asking me for the camera permission first. I'll just give the camera permission, then I'll give the record audio permission as well. And here you can see this is my live camera preview. I'll just start the video recording. So I have started it. So here is the mute unmute button as well. So whatever I'm trying to speak now, it is recording it. So I'll just mute it. I'll keep on speaking something random, something gibberish. Now it is not recording me. I'll just unmute it. Now I'll just stop the video recording. So here it has saying the toast message that the video has been saved to external storage. So I can just go to the files app. I can go to videos, and here you can see the videos has been saved. So hopefully you can hear it. I can hear it whatever I said previously. So yeah, now I have muted it. Anyways, hopefully you will get the point. But now some of you might be thinking that why I am not playing the video in the app itself. Now I have faced some issue with the with video player and the Chibi package. I couldn't really get it to figure out what exactly was the issue. As you can see, the video is saved properly, but unfortunately the video is not getting played. I don't know why. So if you know, do let me know in the comments as well. So let's get started. So here you can see I have created a Flutter application. So first you need to go to lib, you need to go to main.dart, and these are all the imports which I have. Okay, I'll simply scroll through this. Also this my camera view, I have custom class created, and this is the my project name. So instead of Flutter app, you can write your own project name. So I'll simply scroll through this. Here is our stateful widget. Okay, so here I am just checking if platform is Android or not. Here is even for getting camera and audio permission, I have written native code, but if you want to use a third-party library for permissions, you can do that. So here is our camera permission, and if platform dot is Android, then we just call get camera permission, and if get camera permission, and here we just invoke the method called get camera permission. If camera permission is granted, we just change the state over here. Then inside the build method, here we just check if permission is granted, then we just display safe area with my camera view, else we display a text saying give camera permission. Now let's go to this my camera view over here. So again, these are all the imports which I have defined. The next thing is I have again created a stateful widget. Here is the method channel, here is our video URL, and here is the creation params. I'm not really sending any data from here, so this creation params are basically useless. Here is our dispose method. If platform is Android, then we display the Android view, else we just display placeholder for all other platforms. And here we get the callback once the video has been saved. So here you can see, here you get the video URL. Now these are all the errors which I am getting whenever I try to play the video with the help of video player. So yeah, that's why I've removed that code. I don't want to confuse you guys too much. But here is the video URL which you get, so you can do whatever you feel like. Then let's go to the Android part. You need to go to Android, you need to go to app, go to build.gradle, and here inside dependencies, first you need to add camera core, then camera 2, camera lifecycle, camera view, camera video, and I have also added constraint layout. Make sure you use the camera 1.5.1 dependency or higher, because the mute unmute is available only from 1.5.1 on higher. Then go to src main android manifest.xml. here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera, record audio permission, camera permission, as well as write external storage permission. Then you need to go to Kotlin com example flut app. First go to main activity. These are all the imports over here. And then here we just ask for camera, record audio, and write external storage permission. Here is our method channel result for sending data, and here just a helpful method which tells us whether the permissions was granted or not. If yes, then we send back true, else we send back false. And this is again a helper method which I have defined to check whether permissions was granted or not. Here we have the configure Flutter engine, so we override this method. Here we register our my camera view factory. So this basically will help you display the live camera preview along with the two buttons. Okay, and this method channel again is for getting the camera permission. That's all there is to it. Now here inside my camera view factory, I have defined this as a Kotlin file. Again, these are this is like boilerplate code which you have to write every time you want to embed a native Android view inside your Flutter application over here. So yeah, feel free to pause the video and just copy the code, nothing rocket science over here. And next, here we are referencing another Kotlin file called my camera view. So if you come over here, I have created another Kotlin file which contains the actual logic. So firstly, these are all the imports, so you'll have to copy paste all these imports. You don't really need this, sorry about this, I can just remove this. And here we first get hold of our context, messenger id, creation params, activity as well. Then here we get hold of our video capture recording, process camera provider. Here is our camera executor. Here is variable is muted is equal to false by default. Then here we define our constraint layout, preview, capture button as well as mute unmute button. Here is our method channel for sending the URL back of captured video, and here are some variables like file name, format as well as tag. And here we set the layout params to our constraint layout. We define this constraint set as well. Then here for viewfinder we define an id, we add it to constraint layout and we constrain it to all sides of the screen, and from the margin from the bottom we leave a margin of 200, but you can play around with this value. Okay, same for our capture button as well. We define id, text, background color, text color, add the capture button to our constraint layout and we constrain it to the bottom left hand side of the screen. And for mute button, again same thing, we constrain it to bottom right hand side of the screen. Then we apply the constraint set dot apply constraint layout. We add a click listener where we call capture video. We add the mute unmute button where we call toggle mute. Then we call setup camera. So inside toggle mute we get hold of our recording, and here we just change this is muted property and we just call record.mute, and here we change the text of our button as well depending on the state of mute or whether unmute. Then here we call setup camera where we call start camera, initialize our camera executor. Inside capture video we get hold of our video capture. Here is our capture button dot is enabled as false. Here we get hold of our current recording. If it is not equal to null, we stop that recording, make it as null. Then we define a name for our file using simple date format. Then we do content values dot apply by passing the display name, mime type, and if Android version greater than p, we also set the relative path. Then we do media store output options dot builder, and here we set the content values and we call build method. Then we do recording video capture dot output. We prepare the recording. Here we just check whether we have the audio permissions or not, and here in case if you want to mute it from the very start, you can just uncomment this line. Here you can say I have commented it out and comment this one out. So if you pass it as true, that means it is mute from the start, but if you do this mute from start, make sure you update the is muted as well as the button text as well. Then we start the recording. If it is once it has started, we just change the text and as well as is enable property of our capture button. Once it has finalized and if it has no errors, then we display a toast message. Here you can see I'm just sending the URL of captured video back as well. We shut down our camera executor, unbind our camera provider, we close our recording, we make it as null. Then we do capture button dot apply, we change the text as well as is enable property as well. And here we do copy video. Again, this is just a helper method. Again, this is not really working. I'm not sure if this is an issue with this or problem with the Flutter video player itself, but yeah. Then here we call start camera where we get hold of our camera provider feature. We add a listener, we get hold of a camera provider. We initialize the preview view, we initialize our recorder, we initialize video capture as well. We get hold of our camera selector. Then here is our use case group.builder, add the preview as well as video capture use case. We unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle, and here we just override get view where we return constraint layout, and inside dispose we shut down our camera executor. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.